Hey, this is Ryan from TrendLizard.com. We're going to take a look at Micron Technology, MU, trading on the NASDAQ. We're going to start from the very long-term time frame and zoom in from there. So here it is. It was incepted back in 1989. It was in a massive advance from that point up to the 2000 high, at which point it reversed course down into the 2009 low, and since then has embarked on another massive advance to our current point here. So on this time frame, I'm very confident that the trend is up. The advance from 89 to 2000 is a trendy move. The pullback off the 2000 high to the 2009 low, very clearly a counter trend move. The only move that's really in question is what's happened off the 2009 low. So the move itself has been super impressive. The problem that's really cropped up here is this pullback right here. For one, it overlapped with this high set here. You can see this low overlaps with this high. We don't like to see that if it were in a trendy move. The second red flag that I'm seeing is the fact that it retraced more than we would have expected to. We would have expected this pullback to end in this yellow area here and for price to turn back up if this was a clear-cut trend. So I'm not 100% confident in what this move is off the 2009 low. We're going to take a look at both possibilities of how this could be labeled. The first possibility says that the entire advance off the 2009 low is one big counter trend move within an even larger counter trend pullback off the 2000 high. I have a tough time buying into this despite the fact that things kind of got mucked up here on this pullback back in 2015 and 16. So let's take a look at the other possibility. The other possibility is that the pullback did end in 2009 and it's been a really slow advance basically off that low. Not necessarily slow, but just not super clear at this point, and it's a move that's going to continue from here. So this is something that will get sorted out over time, but it's important to note the fact that it could be a pretty bearish scenario, and this is something that we cannot rule out. So let's go ahead and start zooming in and taking a closer look at this advance. So here we go. This is the most important move here. This is the 5-wave advance that played off the 2016 low. This is kind of the key to the whole deal. So it's possible that this advance is over. We can count it out as a nice 5-wave move that completed at the 2018 high, and if it did, it opens up a pullback back towards the 30 to say 42 area from here. This seems like a reasonable possibility that that Micron is going to continue lower from here. So, and we'll take a closer look at the details on that as well. But here's the bottom line on this chart here. If Micron Technology moves below 30 at any point in time, it means that we're getting this this bearish scenario here where all bets are off. Micron can absolutely tank. 30 is a massive line in the sand. If Micron stays above that level during any larger pullback, well, then it's going to look like a more bullish scenario like we're talking about here, where Micron has a lot longer ride to the upside in store. So that's what we're looking at here. That's the important thing. If Micron keeps pulling back, keep an eye on this area here. Most specifically, keep an eye on 30. Obviously, that's a big drop from where it is right now, but that could become more pertinent as time goes on. So let's go ahead and zoom in again and take a look at the more recent action. This is what concerns me. When you look at this up leg right here, which appears to be the final leg of this entire advance off the 2016 low, it looks complete. From after completion, what appears to be completion in March, it's pulled back. It found support right about where it had to, tried to bounce, but that bounce is fading. So there's a lot of warning signs here that an important high could be in, that this entire advance lasting basically 2 years could be at an end. And if you go to the short-term chart, you can kind of support that. So we can boil all this down to key levels. If you own Micron Technology right now, use 47 as your stop level. If it goes below 47, it looks like this entire 5-wave advance is over and a much larger pullback down into this area is coming. So that's a key level to watch there, 47. If Micron can reverse itself here and move above 57, then it's going to look a lot more bullish. If you don't own Micron right now, 57 would be the more sensible place to get in, not currently. So those are the two key levels we're looking at, 47 and 57. Sorry there's so many scenarios that I've played out here, but that's just kind of what it requires. So again, I think the most important level is 30. Obviously that's far away, but it does look like an important high could be in, and that will be the case as long as it's trading below 57. And if it moves below 47, there's no way you'd want to own this guy right now. It would just open the door to a much larger pullback. So I hope that's helpful. Come visit us at TrendLizard.com. Thanks.